Jennifer Alupo is learning tailoring at this center set up in Palisa district to help women affected by violence get counseling and justice. 27-year-old Alupo came into the limelight in May when her husband Nathan Awoloi allegedly forced her to breastfeed puppies every time she had a baby. When her breasts began swelling and the pain was unbearable, Alupo sought help from the local police that dismissed it on grounds of insanity.
That woman was mentally disturbed. That's why she left this home.
Today, her husband is free, but Alupo's case is dragging on in the courts.
Alupo's case, we've been battling with the file from the DPP. We gave them pressure as Action Aid and Women Want to Wait until they had to send back the file from DPP's office up to the regional. So from the regional, I gave them pressure. They had to send the file back to OCCID. OCCID, the file is stuck.
Alupo and her child are now ready to start a life free of violence thanks to the Women Want to Wait campaign. Women Want to Wait is an international coalition of organizations working to promote women's health and human rights. 3 centers such as these have so far been set up in Uganda, where women affected by violence can get assistance. Many women in Palisa and even beyond have heard of this center that takes care of people affected by domestic violence, but most of them end up getting frustrated by the long legal battles because of bride price that is often attached as a reason.
We get about 5 women a day, and the main complaints are marital disputes, health concerns, especially in polygamous marriages where you're not sure of your partner's status.
Unlike Alupo, domestic violence has increased women's vulnerability to HIV/AIDS. A study in Palisa shows that many women and girls here have experienced some form of violence, including physical, emotional, and sexual violence.
We force women only in case we don't understand why that woman is not accepting. Because if I also, as a man, if I sideline my wife's sex play and I overlook her, she will complain. And if she goes to accuse me, they will find me a goat.
These are some of the ways in which violence has become a key driver of the HIV epidemic. Scientists say women are 2 to 4 times more likely to contract HIV during unprotected sex, especially if it's violent or coercive sexual intercourse. Domestic violence is also likely to result in unfaithfulness, leading to HIV and AIDS.
When a woman resists to have a sexual relationship with him, because she's sick and she has HIV and maybe it's a discordant couple, it can be so violent because the man will always assume I paid bride price and I own every part of the woman.
Besides, violence is holding back government's efforts to fight the disease.
Having declared my status, in fact, I faced challenges with even the community and even my husband. He was now asking me how I got HIV. I should tell him how I got HIV, where I got HIV, and who gave me.
Over 30% of women in Palisa must get permission from their husbands before accessing treatment. Other women in the study said they are forced to share ARVs with their husbands because men fear being seen lining up for the drugs. Mothers are sometimes forced by clan leaders and husbands to breastfeed their children even when they are HIV positive. And in the case of discordant couples, domestic violence is even worse as men insist on unprotected sex even when their partner is negative. When the husband dies of AIDS, usually the woman will be thrown out of the home without property, or the widow is forced to marry the nearest in-law. The report urges governments to integrate violence against women as a key issue in mainstream HIV policy, programming and funding. Anna Tkunda, NTV.